open letter to a toxic boss. I am writing this not just for myself, but for all workers who work under toxic boss like you. I'm not just writing for your direct subordinates, but for all the members of the teams that are in any way affected by your actions, behavior, and words. How do I put this in terms you'd understand? People hate you. We don't just hate the fact that you don't listen. We hate the fact that you seem beyond caring. The people you depend on to meet your unit's annual goals apparently are just footnotes or empty details to you. We feel small, belittled, dismissed, marginalized. We come in all shapes, sizes, colors, religions, countries of origin, accent levels, gender identifications, and shades that we all have in common. Despite our diversity in work assignments, unit locations, and personalities, is that we suffer the same toxic effects caused by you. Whether you are conscious of it or not, your words go a long way with us. You seem to so casually follow up a rather neutral comment with a biting, sarcastic, and often mean add-on. When giving feedback, you almost always never seem to focus on our positives. Instead, you dwell on what went wrong, how we screwed up, and it seems how mistakes are just part of who we are as individual team members. It is almost impossible to get praise from you. Instead, we get the impression that our best, despite the most trying of circumstances, lack of resources and support, will never be enough. Both the way you talk to your subordinates and how you talk about them leaves the unmistakable impression that you define our total persona based on how we've made mistakes in the past or how far we have yet to go in quote, getting it right. If the above wasn't enough to kill any team member's spirit or dampen their motivation, your inability to apologize, much less forgive, makes so many of us want to avoid you. So many team members instantly say, "What is it this time?" when you want to talk to them or if they hear about someone unlucky enough to cross paths with you. It seems that when it comes to your relationship with your subordinates as well as the overall company, you have always the answers and are never wrong. Should anything you're connected with fail to bring the results expected of you, you always blame someone else. After all, you know everything and everybody else is simply not up to the job. From passive-aggressive behavior to flat-out understated intimidation, you create waves of negativity around you that never seem to quite die down until everyone is exhausted by their low morale. I am writing this open letter to you on behalf of everyone who is tired of negative reinforcement, unnecessary provocations, misplaced and generalized emotional aggressions, and flat-out mental and emotional abuse you caused. Maybe I can just say that we hate you and would like nothing more than circulate a petition for your transfer or termination. But I'm not going to do that. That much long-awaited event has arrived and went that fast. You have removed yourself from us. Thank you for doing that. Now, I'd like to do something that I haven't directly seen or even heard you do. I'll step into your shoes. If you're like any of us fellow employees, we know that this job is important to you. Given how you treat others and carry yourself It's obvious to myself and many others that you'd have a tough time getting another job with the same position and pay. I also suspect that you know for a fact that is the best job you can get. Things will never get any better than your current role and position. And that's what terrifies you. As thick as your hide may seem, when it comes to emotional toxic stew you create around you, I am sure you can see that you are not only hated, but your team's morale, motivation level, and yes, productivity and work quality are affected by your attitude. Part of you, I'm sure, is scared stiff of the stuff hitting the fan and judgment day coming sooner than you expected, most likely from a source or direction you least expected. So let me do you a favor. Again, I'm stepping into your shoes. If you value your job and would like to move ahead or get promoted, please do this one thing. Try to see the situation from another person's eyes. That's all I and anybody else working for you or working for a team affected by you are asking. A little empathy goes a long way. I know that you, like many other people in this company, wants to get promoted, get raises, and get more career rewards. So why not do the following and do yourself and the rest of us a great favor? Ask yourself, is my tone of voice demeaning or aggressive? Are my facial expressions in line with the words I am saying? Am I giving off signals to the person I'm dealing with that encourages them to do more for them, for the team? Am I helping team members grow by giving them more leeway in decisions and allowing them to learn and mature on the job? If I tell people they are wrong, do I do as a coach or mentor who aims to push to level up their game, or do I just come off as a harsh judge out to humiliate, crush, and discourage? How will I look in the eyes of upper management if my subordinates and surrounding units are depressed, anxious, and otherwise thrown off balance because of how I choose to communicate? The bottom line, based on your track record, history, and consistent behavior, you have resigned yourself to a toxic career. We, your team members, just want to remind you that thank you for doing yourself and us a favor. Thank you for leaving us alone, and good riddance. Wish you would stop treating people so badly. No matter how many times you change company, if your behavior won't change, toxic environment will follow you because you created yourself. So do me a favor, sit down and stare yourself in the mirror and ask yourself why you are so hated. If you can find the answers to these questions and start making some actions, then maybe, only then maybe, you will find happiness and peace. Thank you.